Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Aidi Ayubi bin Anwar. My metric number is 202128.
My name is Nur Arisha Akilah binti Zainal and my metric number is 203410.
My name is Nuralia Faika binti Muhammad Fazli and my matrix number is 200759.
My name is Nur Aina Jo binti Rani. My matric number is 202414.
My name is Nur Fatiha binti Bahdin. My matric number is 201008.
Alright, so today we are going to do a discussion on the theme cyberbullying. The focus is on whether peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. So, are you all ready?
Yep.
Yes. Okay, we shall proceed. So, for the introduction, I'll explain about bullying. So, bullying is repeated aggressive behavior. It is categorized or divided into a few sub points. The first one is physical, verbal, and the last one is relational, that is relationship. Okay, so what is cyberbullying? That is the focus on our topic today. So cyber means technology. Okay, means that bullying is no longer limited to a certain compound, certain school compounds or street corners. They are more wide, yeah. They are more wide and they can be everywhere and anytime. Means that it can be 24 hours, right? So as long as our technology exists, cyberbullying can occur, right? So this can cause harmful effects on the victims, whether it can be physical or mental health. Okay, some cases goes far that can be suicidal thoughts and death. All right. So the question is now, what a peer should do? Okay, right. So my first point of view, right? I agree on that peers should play a more important role in tackling cyberbullying. Okay. So why? Peers and friends should be a good listener and provide advice, or in other words, they should be a counselor to their friends. Okay. So peers should have a sense of responsibility in taking care or caring for others, such as their friends. Basically, we can divide this into 2 points of view. That is the bully, and the other one, the victims. Okay, we as peers, their friends, should take on not on the side of the bully, but we should what can I say? Stand together with the victims and try to enlighten the bully, to put the bully itself into the victim's shoes. So the bully will understand what the victims go through. So based on a website that I have found, Cambridge Core, young people are more likely to confide with their peers. Is that they look up to their peers to tell their problems and whatnot. So I think as peers, we should be a good listener, to lend our ears to the victims, that is our friends. So, what do you think, Ali?
As for me, I do agree with you because as you can see that most of the time it's easier to talk to your friends rather than your parents or a teacher or counselor, because as peers, we are in the same group age, so we have the same mentality, we have the same emotion. It's easier to talk to with each other. So yeah, that's my point of view. So what do you think, Isha?
So personally, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with both of you that peers should play important role to tackle the cyberbullying. So in my point of view, I believe that school is the one that should play important role to tackle cyberbullying. So to curb cyberbullying, it's very important for us to be educated about what is cyberbullying actually. So school is the place where students are being educated, and in school we have teachers who are responsible to educate us. So through the subject, for example, through the subject we call as Pendidikan Civic and Kewarganegaraan. I believe that all of you guys are familiar with the subject. So the teacher can explain and get us familiarized with the example of cyberbullying. And also not only that, teachers can also explain to us what can be tolerated and also the difference between what is right and what is wrong. For example, if someone can experience cyberbullying, it is not right for us to turn blind eye to that victim. And also based on my reading on the website, 1 out of 10 victim of the cyberbullying will never tell anyone about what they experience, about what are the story, why they get bullied, but instead they will keep it to themselves.
So what you are trying to say is to avoid cyberbullying or bullying itself, it starts at school.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what do you think about it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for me, I am agree with what Isha says because school is like the place where you get educated. So for a person to be civilized, so they have to get education first. But in my opinion, I think I believe instead of school and peers, I believe parents could have played more important role in tackling this issue because firstly we cannot deny that even though like Heidi said, teenagers usually they're like more comfortable to talk with their peers, but we cannot deny that parents is like the closest to you as a person because you've been living with them since forever. And so what parents can do, firstly, for us to like find the solution to these problems, we have to look at both ways, in the victim point of view and the bully point of view. So for the victim side, what parents can do is they can like always make sure that and assure that your children can talk any problems with you. So like make your children comfortable with you, so that if they have like problems with cyberbullying
May I add something?
Yeah, sure.
Most children feel embarrassed or humiliated by the fact that they were bullied at the school, and sometimes their parents are very overprotective. That's why they prefer not to tell their parents, and that's why they need peers or their friends to support their decision. Like for example, they get professional help from the school counselor first, and then later the school counselor will ask their parents to come to school and discuss about it.
Sorry to interrupt, but before you go further, what do you mean by getting bullied at the school?
I mean getting usually cyberbullies start when their peers or one of their friends envious of them. Like for example, they get good grades and then they start spreading false rumors, and that's how it starts.
After all, cyberbullying can occur anywhere, like you said, as long as you have technology.
You can continue what you want to say.
So what I'm trying to say is, yes, cyberbullying can occur everywhere, right? Mostly, usually, the bully is usually someone like the peers is usually the bully. You get
Sorry, what?
Also, like usually the bully is the peers itself. You know.
Yeah.
So it can be quite uncomfortable for the victim to actually ask help for the peers when they are the bully itself. So for as a parents, it's like second, like the closest person to them, right? So parents can like, always make sure and make sure that their children are confident and comfortable to tell everything, and so that you can give that assurance or something.
Sorry, but may I interrupt? As we can see today, just like you say that parents are the closest one with the children. But as we can see today, that we live closely to our friends instead of our parents. As you can see, that most of our time is spent at school rather than at home. Even at home, it doesn't mean that the parents are there at home. So, in my opinion, I can see that the friends are the one who can help, because even though they don't reach for help, their friends can see that they are struggling. So
That's right.
yeah, so I think that the peers play the more important role.
Yeah, I completely agree with Alia's point because peers also should remind the person being bullied from that it's okay to get professional help from the school counselor, and if it's possible accompany them, because usually the person being bullied, they need someone to support their actions and encourage them to do the right thing at the moment. And because you said that your parents not always at home, maybe sometimes they are at work. So the closest person will be their friends, and that's why they tend to go to their friends and let out their.
I mean, they are more comfortable with their friends.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyone want to add something?
I want to add something. Like I agree on that point because many of my peers or my friends, I consider them as my support system other than at home.
Yeah.
Since we are living far from home, far from home, okay, they can be like young cyber mentors or training monitors website, and they can offer like emotional support for those victims.
Also, I have something to add regarding the school, which play important role in to tackle the cyberbullying. So compared to peers, you cannot like avoid cyberbullying by advising your friends. So I believe like school play more important role to tackle cyberbullying, which the teachers can keep reminding the student to avoid victimization. For example, to never put anything sensitive on the internet, and also to teach the student what level is considered sensitive and what level is considered wrong. So that's my
Sorry, but giving advice, giving reminder is also kind of advice. So just like you said earlier, that won't work just by giving advice. So
Actually, I get what Isha is trying to say.
I see.
advice
Earlier you said only 1/10 who will express their feelings. So 1/10 is so little. Expressing themselves to school. So I think most of the children, right, like to express themselves more to their peers rather than others.
What I mean by like 1 out of 10 people who actually express their experience getting cyberbullying is not expressing to the teachers, but instead knowing that it's something wrong to get cyberbullying, so they need to open up and fight for their right.
Yeah, that's why they open up to their friends.
Okay. So I'm trying to say is that we as peers, we can listen to them, lend our ears, but then at the end of the day, we are not professional.
Yeah.
So that's why.
That's
the most advice we as peers can do is refer to the school counselors, because I think that is the more professional ways and the more, what can we say, they have much more experience and
I get what you're trying to say, but the school counselor can fix the problem. But at first, they like you said before, they open up to their friends, and that's how the person being bullied will go to the school counselor.
They usually will go to the school counselor when it's late already, not at the early beginning of the cyberbullying.
They
So what
consult
you
their
guys
friends.
are trying to say is like the first step, if a person is being cyberbullied, so the first step that the victim will take is go to the peers.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, that's what we are trying to say.
I see.
So, and from there, they can start taking little step. Unless it's uncontrollable, then they go to the professional ones.
Also the police.
Yes, I get what you're all trying to say, but in my personal opinion, like if you get the points that you have been saying is like for the victim, what the victim should do if they are cyberbullied, and what the peers can do for them. But for me, that my point again, I said parents. Why I say parents is that instead of tackling this problem with that point of view, why not we just stop the source of the problem itself, which is the bully. The bully, which means what parents can do, like from their children are little, we teach them how to be responsible so that they don't be the bully. Yes, that is my point.
I can see your point. That same goes to my point back for the school to educate them to curb cyberbullying instead of make sure that the victim is okay, something like that.
Okay.
So I think it's time for us to conclude.
So, from this discussion,
We can see that. Okay, so from the discussion, we can see that peers play an important role to tackling this issue, but we should also consider other roles such as the schools and parents to completely solve the issue and problems. And I think that's all for today. Okay, thank you.
Bye.